It goes at the end. I know I don't. Well, I don't do cameras. You know that, right? Anymore. It's not that I'm shy or anything. I just don't care to do them. But the movie Click, if you ever watch it till the about almost towards the end, where I'm not trying to spoil this for you too much, because I'm not gonna go all the way through. I don't even remember half of what went on, but I just remember some of the things. It's just before he regains back his life. So that's a little bit of a spoiler, but anyway, he goes. It does this to the man that took over being the man of the house with his wife. He shakes his hand. He goes, yeah, points to him, and he turns his hand and puts a burger up to him. That was funny as hell. And then he said, don't worry about it with his hand. He just kind of moved it back, and then he gives him the okay with his hand. That was funny as hell. So, anyway, this is DVD KMP, the best name in the house, and welcome back, folks, one and all, to a vlog. And I have some bad news and some good news. The bad news is, first of all, I deleted some videos. Secondly, I'm not sure if I should give this up or not. But things have already hit the fan, in case you're wondering about me doing update videos. And I have been struggling. It's true, I have. And the thing of it is that I got 0 views on 3 videos that I posted. And the reason I did that was to have a kind of a filler to kind of, not really, keep you entertained or anything like that. It was just that I had 3 videos prepared because I just wanted to make it an even number. That's why I did that. That's why I had them posted. Even though one was in the morning sometime, and one was in the afternoon somewhere, and one was in the next day, early enough in the morning. I mean, whatever. At midnight. So they all got 0 views, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Stop. Don't do that. Ooh. Oh, you're gonna get on the screen? You're gonna get on the screen? Are you getting on the screen? To the cat. You don't know, but she's getting on the screen. Mild, because she wants some more of that pizza. Yeah, I got some pizza from Domino's. It was free because they screwed up on the order. But anyhow. You want some? You want some? You want some? Yeah. Wow, aren't you? I told her to pace it off. So, yeah, that's the bad news. And the thing is, as well as on the bad news, is I may be giving it up. I don't know yet. So, I tried to explain that in one of the videos. I can't remember which one. I don't know. And I'm sorry I made, so many videos about live streaming and stuff like that. But, I mean, I'm back and forth about that. I mean, it's not like I do this every single update. Hell, I don't even do that every time I talk about it when I'm recording an actual game. If you've ever noticed that. I mean, hell, even when I upload, even when I recorded, even when I talked about the blacking, I don't do that all the time either. Every video I want to talk about the blacking. Just because I put him in the links doesn't mean I talk about him all the time. It's just, he's there in the links. Because I support him and he supports me. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean, I don't see any problem with that. But yeah, I mean, I got some new fillers on the docket today. So I don't know if you noticed or not, but I got High Dive back. I don't know how. I don't remember deleting it, but I did. So somehow or another. I got SAO, which is Sword Art Online. I don't know what the IF is or whatever. And the MD, they're 2 different separate games, what they have to do with that. So, and then I have free cable TV. I don't know what the hell that entails, but I'm going to check it out and see what that does for me. And, of course, yes, I have a Shining Force app. Now, I don't know if it actually pertains to the game or not, but especially one of them is a newer one, which I didn't know about. I love the Shining Force series. I've never actually played it, but I seen it, and I loved it. Some pictures and stuff like that. They were really You know, not anything spoiling the entire game or anything, but some of the things. Yeah, I like it. And now I even have HBO Max. I don't know if I can even get on HBO without paying a monthly fee. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't mind putting a monthly fee out. I just am incapable of giving up monthly fees every time. That's why I get gift cards. You know, if I can, when I get some money, and then I buy a gift card, and boom, 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 I'm set for a while. I mean, that's it. I mean, I may have to get them every so often, but hey, at least I still have something. You know, like with Hulu and Netflix, CBS. Now, anytime they have gift cards, I do that. But unless they're at Walmart, you know, I can actually buy without it costing more than new. You know, like I can actually get it in my email or a email to, you know, get the code. Which is actually not going to my email, but, you know, whatever. I have set up with this account, but that's not neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, literally, I also have some even better news. I have been working more on Final Fantasy Mystic Quest off screen. I like to play games offline too, you know, off screen, you know, whenever I'm, you know, if I'm not watching something. And I actually watched a full playthrough of a game, and I wasn't even trying to watch it like it was a guide to guide me on how to play the game, because really, that's just, I mean, I can watch it all day long and not view it as a guide per se, just something to entertain me for a while if I don't feel like watching anything on CBS or Netflix, Hulu, or anything else. Even Fun Animation I still have. So, you know, but yeah, I mean, literally, I even did a little bit of a new game I've got coming out, and I haven't done the other one yet. There's one of two. I mean, not to say I haven't done them at all, that I haven't got any videos out, or rather, uploaded, I mean, I should say, because they're not exactly posted or anything. But, yeah, I did work on them off screen, but one of them I haven't done yet. I think I did a little bit, just like the first one I did a little bit, but then it don't really matter which one comes out first. It just matters that what I do is what I do. And, so yeah, I've been working on Zelda as well, but I worked, with Fast Speed on, that. I haven't worked on, the Final Fantasy VI one. I'm not saying Final Fantasy 3, even though it says Final Fantasy 3. That is not the real one. I don't say that very often either, but you ought to know by now that it is not the real one, because the real Final Fantasy 3 came out in Japan, and for some reason or another, they released 6 to us, but they numbered it 3. They came out finally later on with so many different stories. Who's to say what? About why it was this and that, instead of actually giving us what actually 3 was. And speaking of 3, I guess I didn't re-download it or something. But either way, I mean, eventually I will. The actual 3, not this 3. Even though it's actually direct. Because in order for you to get what's on console, I can't even get it on console. I have to just play it like that. I guarantee you, though, that a lot of times when they do mobile apps, it's like a lot of the same, but then there's some things that have been added to the game that was not in the original. That's from what I understand. I don't know, I've never really played them on the direct mobile app. But, yeah, because there's always something that's been added that was never really added to the original game play itself. Like, you can actually go ahead and skip forward to, I think, level 99 or whatever in Final Fantasy VII on the direct mobile or whatever. I think you can do that or something. I can't remember. Really early on in the game, which should kind of really defeat the purpose of even doing battles, which I can't say, okay, it's like this. I hate and love battles, okay? I hate constantly going out to repeated battles, but I don't mind training a little bit. hearing, enough. And then if it's the same enemies over and over and over, when I'm already high enough that I could already beat these guys, there's no point in even beating them. I'll just run from them. And sometimes I may just fight them anyway, but I try not to put them on camera, personally. But, I don't mind showing them off here and there. But, I mean, when it's just the same old battles over and over and over and over and over and over and over, there's no point. Why bother? It's kind of dumb. I mean, like, how many times should one run the same battles? Regardless of whether it's on screen or not. I mean, when you can literally just bypass them and not even fight them. You don't even need the money at that point, even if you got to a certain point. And because what it is that these enemies at some point or another yield literally absolutely nothing to amount to nothing. They don't even hardly, even though it might be a little bit, it's not worth the while to fight them. Even though sometimes it might be annoying and you just do it to get them out of the way. Yeah, or you accidentally slip up like on Suikoden. You can do that and then just accidentally fight them. But it's not really an accident, like, oh, well, this is, like, you screwed up, and the game's gonna just, like, go, oops, game over. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Because now you got a game over. No, it's not like that, but maybe you shouldn't have, if you don't really want to. It's up to you how you want to play. I mean, to be fair, it's up to you how you want to play. You can constantly fight battles all the time, the same old battles over and over and over, which kind of gets to the point that it gets redundant, to me anyway. What's also even redundant is when you run into battles that are, like, enemies that are higher, and you still can't beat them because you gotta go and fight weaker enemies you've already fought. And then you eventually get to the point you start getting closer and closer, and as you level up, this way some games are, But, that works fine. What doesn't work well is when you run into enemies you can't take on because they kill you in an instant. And a lot of games when you run in where you have a party and you don't want your party members going down because unless they're just party members that don't really matter to the storyline. Like, yeah, they're just kind of there. I mean, you can still, if you want to keep them around long enough so you can survive, that's fine. Even if they don't actually level up, like in Mystic Quest, which is fine too, but, at least you'll get to be able to survive the battle, That makes any sense. Whereas, I can sit here and go, oh, yeah, I didn't do this and do that. See, right now I have no music on, and what I had done was I went back and did some things. Now, what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to start this juncture over, and by juncture I mean the entire dungeon, because I've opened up the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight every last monster in here. I only fought a few. Now, you can play the game any strategy you want to. That's another thing about Mystic, or any other game, actually, period. You go in there and start, getting some certain things you want to get out of the way, so you can get them out of the way. Like, getting bombs. Bombs? You want some? Or anything else. Even doorways you need to go ahead and get rid of. Spells you probably should have. You probably don't really need, but you can get them anyway. And then you can come back out before you fight the boss, because otherwise it makes no point. I mean, literally, even as high as level as I am, you can even still get wiped out by these monsters. So it's a good idea to have someone with you. I mean, on manual, never on auto. Okay? Never on auto, because they always take the chance of either wasting your weapons, if they got limited ammo, or using up potions they should not be using up. Because there's literally, like, no point. When half the damn time, you just need to be focusing on the battle. This game may be easy, but it's not that easy. People make it sound so badly that it's like, this is so easy to do. No, it's not. It just depends. Okay, it just depends on how well you fight them and how what you're doing, you know? I mean, shoot. You can take a little bit of time doing things in battle, but what you can't do is just like, you know, have somebody heal and not take down the enemy. Even though that you might get misses. That's one of the bad things about this game is misses, but, you know, I mean, it's good when the enemy misses, but when you miss, or I mean, not you. God, here we go again with that bullshit. Anyway, when your character misses, I say character because that's what it is, not you. God, that is so lame. Anyway, rant over. Yeah, you know. Anyway. You can survive. What was I talking about now? I forgot now. But yeah, I mean, literally, this game has just like any other game, to be honest, to be fair. You can come up with any strategy you want to and play however you want, but there's differences that vary depending on the game itself. The strategy can be used all you want to. It's not the strategy that you have to worry about. You have to have a backup plan depending on like how, you know, what you gotta go through, the obstacles, and what you gotta go through. You gotta have a backup plan to protect that plan, because in case it fails, because it can fail depending on the game. So it's not the strategy that you have to worry about. And see, I would easily exit out, but I haven't gone that far into the battle. And stop putting him on auto, thank you. So, but yeah, I mean, I can literally come in here all I want to. I could just keep going in and out and getting me some bombs, but I really don't need them. I mean, that one I can just, like, you know, or I can just go back and get plenty of cure potions and then heal myself up as I go along, because otherwise I'd be wasting my time going back on and out, because I just respawn if I go out completely out of the dungeon, if you don't already know that. I'd be wasting my time. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, okay, I did that, so that counts, right? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wipe them all out, and then, you know, go up there, take out the boss, and, you know, whatever. Because, I mean, I opened the way to the boss, and I could have easily defeated the boss for this first moment in time. But, yeah. So, I have worked on it. And what I had done was, before I cut him up here, I got actually rose up my levels. Wasn't really trying to, but I thought, what the hell, why not? I might as well just do this to get some potions and whatnot. The recommended level, if you really want to have a survival stance to go through here, well, not through the bone dungeon, but obviously, and to make it to the bone dungeon is level 10. If you want to survive even way better than anything else out there, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this crap, but what can I say? That's what I've heard anyway. So the bone dungeon, you don't really need too many levels, because I can actually go right now and beat the boss if I wanted to. The way is clear, but I don't want to do that. I want to take out every stinking enemy there is in this entire dungeon, and then take on the boss. I don't care if I level up or not at this point. I mean, you know, at some junctures you're going to have to level up anyway, because you got enemies that are going to be even stronger, and you want to go ahead and do that even with newer weapons, and armor. So, yeah. You don't have to. I know amount of means with new weapons and armor, but you should definitely have levels, because the more HP you have, the more you can survive as well. And plus, you're also protecting your partner, so that partner can protect you, keep you alive. And it's better to have them on manual, so you can have them attack instead of healing you. And that way, if you need to, you can actually take some items and heal. And if you have to, you can take him or her, because yeah, there are hers in this game. Anyway. And have them heal, you know, if you have to. Pretty much straightforward. The game is pretty much straightforward. Yeah, that's what I've learned from this game so far. But, anyway, later. Bye-bye.